Hello, Scorpios. This is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing. Happy New Year to all of you. Hopefully you enjoyed the holidays with your family and friends despite the hustle and bustle of the holiday season. Congratulations, you have made it to 2019. You should go ahead and pat yourselves on the back because you are here. 2019 is going to be a great year for us. As you can tell from the table decorations, I've got these little gift packages. The angels were guiding me to get those because 2019 is actually going to be a gift for us. After we've done all this hard work and all this stuff, we're going to start to reap the rewards, reap the benefits from that. Now, if you are, actually we're going to talk more about that in a minute. If you are new to the channel, welcome, glad to have you here. Big thanks to everyone who has made donations recently. Meredith, Cindy, Lisa, Darnisha, everyone that has. Thank you so much, really from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you. Especially make donations during the holiday season. That really means a lot to me, especially, during this time. It's holidays and I'm going through transitions and we've all got all these things going on. So thank you so much for your kind generosity. A massive thanks to all of you who have been with me through 2018. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, following the channel. Thank you for all of your support and your kindness. And for those of you that have been here since the very beginning, wow. Thank you for being on the team and being here the entire time. I really appreciate it. We have made it through the year together and we're entering into this amazing year. 2019 really is going to be a good year for all of us. So before we get started real quick, when I was praying and meditating and shuffling over the cards and everything, Archangel Michael had come through with a message for everyone. So I'm going to actually read that message verbatim. Now, before I do that, I do want to say everyone, all these videos are going to have the same intro information. Okay? So if you are a person who cross watches, or if you listen to your sun, moon, rising, and you listen to all the videos, just know it's all going to be the same intro. And just fast forward past it. I know it's the same intro. You don't need to tell me that in the bottom. Just fast forward past it. Because the thing is, there really are some people who just listen to their sun sign. They listen to one reading, they move on. So the opening messages are very important for everybody. So if you listen to multiple readings this month, just go ahead and go right past the intro. Jump right into the cards, okay? But we're going to go ahead and cover this message. So Archangel Michael was coming in with some information for me. And for those of you who've been following for a while, you know that he's my primary guide. And he told me to just go ahead and get a pen and just write it down. So here is what he was saying. Well, it was funny because he kept talking about love. And I was like, love? Or you want me to do love readings? I thought you didn't want me to do love readings till February. And he's like, no. Let me explain. Get a pen. And I'm like, okay. So he said, love is on the minds of many this month. However, use this time wisely. This brief reprieve to tie up all of your loose ends and prepare for what is to come. This is a downtime for you to ready yourself emotionally, physically, and spiritually, as well as ready your home and get your affairs in order so you can make a clean break and move forward. We have much in store for you. Prepare now. Because a month or so from now, you will be glad you did. Also, take time for you. Stop agreeing to obligations you neither have time for nor wish to do. This is your time. Use it wisely. Ask us for help with clearing your schedule, helping with the matters at hand, or helping you say no. Ask and we shall help. We are very excited for what's to come. You should be as well. Wish upon a star because your dreams are about to unfold. The rewards for your hard work shall begin to arrive at this time. Get ready as blessings abound, unfold. We love you. You are not alone. Do not forget that. Ask and we shall show you we are with you. So we are embarking on some really good things. So let's go ahead and get started. Do keep in mind, I am going to post the cards below. So anyone who wants to know what the cards were, they will all be down below. And hold on that, okay. So they'll all be listed below. So go ahead and read the information box below. And do keep in mind, this is a general reading for a large number of people. So if you find that it's not really resonating with you, you can go ahead and listen to your bottom of that deck. You can go ahead and listen to your moon or your rising sign, because you might find that your information this month is actually in that reading. So, okay, Scorpios, you guys are getting a lot of bottoms of the deck. If you're new to the channel, I do pray over all the cards when I shuffle them and prepare. I do ask that all of you receive at least one message, so hopefully you will get that. Now, let me see how far off these cards are. You will find I've got the camera zoomed in fairly close, so you should be able to see all the cards. If there is any detail that I need to point out to you, I will do that as the time comes. I'll lift up the cards so that you can see it. So, give me 1 second, because we have mouthy Yorkies who are going to try to jump up in my lap right when we get started, and I don't want them to knock down the camera. So let me get them up here right now, and we can get started. Excellent. Okay. Looks like you can see them. Good. So what we have here is we have at the bottom, this is a card that talks about, what was the purpose of 2018? What was the big lesson or the thing that you learned in 2018 that is going to be setting the foundation for you in 2019? You do have the card, the Witness. And then we have what's going to be happening in the first half of January 2019, what will be happening in the second half, and then these cards at the top are the Angel's recommendations, should you decide to accept their recommendations. Now, as far as your foundation for 2019, what it is that you learned in 2018 that you brought in with you, you have this card, the Witness. Now, in this deck of cards, this is actually the last card in the deck, and there's a total, of course, it's number 64, so there's a total of 64 cards. It is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. It's the last one. So you have come to a completion, to a culmination. Now, the Witness can calmly and silently observe a situation without taking any action. They just sit and watch, and they take it all in. And by doing that, they are able to see things clearly, and they are able to make the best choices and then take the follow-on actions necessary. So there's this, okay. There's a situation coming to a close. It's been a battle for you. Some of you feel as though, you see there's these antlers on top of her head. Everyone wants to go, not everyone, but hunters. Hunters are all about capturing that 10-point buck, because the 10-point buck, whoo, that's the one that's been there old, usually big, and if you look at it, 10-point buck, in order to grow those 10 points, that buck's been around for a very long time, so that buck has a lot of wisdom. That buck would be a leader of the group. So this situation that you have been going through, and some of you have been feeling as though you have been hunted. You have been ganged up on. Like you have been that much prized 10-point buck that they have been coming after. They're saying, like, when in reality, you have been the beacon of light, the beacon of truth for others. Like the 10-point buck. That buck's been around for a while. He would be the pack, the group's leader. So for some of you, you could have been in a situation where you were a whistleblower, where you were sharing information, you were doing things to help others in your organization, to watch out for them, to care for them. And because of that, you felt as though you were hunted, they were after you. And you had to be very strategic on your moves and the things that you did. A lot, they're saying, the situation that's coming to a culmination, you had to rely heavily upon your inner knowing, your intuition, your psychic senses. Because if you see this card, she's standing here. She's standing under this full moon. Well, the full moon does illuminate things. Like, we can walk outside when there's a full moon and we can see things. We can't see things really clearly. Like, we can tell that there's two people, but we can't tell who they are. We can't see their eye color. We can't really see the color of their hair because there's too many shadows. too many things that are hidden. So the situation you've been going through, you've been trying to like navigate in the dark because there's been a lot that has been hidden from you. And you have had to rely heavily on your intuition, because if you look, the thing that is shining brightest on this card is this illuminated eye, representing your third eye. So you have successfully been able to navigate through this situation only because you've had to listen to your inner knowing, your intuition the whole time. You've had to blindly rely on that because you haven't known, you haven't had the information. You have been intentionally kept in the dark on many things. For some people, this situation, you know, there has been tremendous sacrifice that you have made. When I was pulling the bottoms of the decks, they had me, you know, saying you guys are getting a lot of extra cards because so far everyone else has just gotten the bottom of the Fairy Tarot deck, but you have the sacrifice. So this situation for some of you that you've gone through has been tremendous personal sacrifice for you. And it has been destined, has been fated. This card's a 44, this card's 11. This would go, you know, if we're taking it back down to 11. This is like a big purpose, something that you were here to do. But you have been able to navigate through it because you were the witness, because you were able to sit back and look at things. And even though things were not being shared with you, even though things were not clear with you, even though purposeful, intentionally things were being kept from you, you were still able to see through the dark and navigate your way through this because you had a lot of divine support and assistance. They're saying you were able to see through them. So for some of you, whomever you're involved in the situation with, you were able to, because of that inner knowing, see through. You were able to see the truth, but you were able to also see through what they were doing to harm you. You knew what they were up to before they did it. But you just sat back and thought, okay. Make your move, then I'll make mine. There's this meme online I love to share with my friends. It's this monkey, he's sitting back and he's smoking a cigarette and he's like, I know you're lying, but continue. And that's been the case for a number of you. You know they're lying. You know they're not sharing the truth with you. You know they're being dishonest with you. For some of you, you have had to sacrifice because of things that have happened to you. But through it all, you're being congratulated because you did maintain your faith. You are, in fact, the leader of the pack. So the things that you have gone through, the sacrifices that you have made, have benefited your tribe, your pack. It's benefited other people. You are, in fact, the wise leader. Because wise leaders, they don't just jump in and do things. They sit back, they watch, they make a wise choice, and they take strategic action. And you have mastered that. Again, this is the last card in this deck. You have mastered that. So congratulations, Scorpios. Now, as far as what is going to be happening in the first half of January, you have Queen of Autumn. And at the top it says generous, here, I'll hold up for a moment. At the top it says generous, stylish, gracious, practical. At the bottom it says be practical. Okay, I'm going to have to turn it toward me. You're very likely going to get a glare, but my glare is so bad when it's toward you I can't read it. Be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So, the Queen of Autumn, she would be Queen of Cups in traditional tarot. She's very generous. She's very caring. She cares for everyone else. She wants to make their dreams come true. She wants to lavish them. She loves making things beautiful. They're saying, you see how this wand, you see how there's like this energy twirling around the wand? They're saying that in the beginning of January, this situation is going to turn around. It's going to turn around in your favor, and it is going to be bearing tremendous fruit for you. The fruits of your labor. Beauty. Okay. You're going to actually be able to see the beauty in this situation. It has not been it's not been a beautiful situation. It's been very ugly. Again, many of you felt like you've been ganged up on. It's not been your favor, despite you were maintaining your integrity, your morals. You were doing the right thing. You were doing the right thing for yourself. You were doing the right thing for others. And yet you felt as though you were punished, retaliated against it because of it. It's not been a beautiful situation. It's not been a comfortable situation. It's been toxic. It's been difficult. But in the beginning of January, things are going to turn around because you have maintained your strength and because you have taken the necessary actions that you were intuitively guided to take. You will begin to bear fruit of your labors in the beginning of January. There's going to be some decision that's made. You know, when you have a judge and they have their gavel, there's going to be some decision that's going to be made in your favor. Because for a large number of you, this is a legal matter. But the decision is going to be made in your favor. In the beginning of January. Let's pull some clarifiers. Adjudication, privileged lady, and the mature man. Now, so you've got this card, adjudication. You've got the judge. This is all about, a decision being made. This can be a decision being made, obviously, by a judge, or it can be a decision being made by, like, government officials or a board. A lot of times a board will convene and they will make a determination. This can also mean going to someone, hiring someone who can be a mediator, someone who can help resolve the situation, who makes the decision in whose favor, who gets what. And then you have this card, the privileged lady. The privileged lady, this is, about a good life. This is about, again, in alignment with the Queen of Autumn, things being beautiful. This is also about prosperity, a lucky phase in our life. For you, Scorpios, this is about things are going to be turning around for you in your favor. Then you have this card, the mature man. And then, okay. I'm going to stack all three of these together. Okay. So, the first half of January. There is going to be a decision that is going to be made. It is going to, in fact, be made in your favor. It does have to do with money, finances for most of you. But it is when things are going to, they're saying this is a person, this is an energy. It is when things are going to turn around in your favor. It's when you're going to see the beauty of things, when things are going to turn around. It is going to be very prosperous turn of luck, a stroke of luck in your favor. And the reason it's going to be in your favor is because of this man. There is a man who is involved. He is on your side. He is an advocate of yours. He is helping you. He is older than you. He may be an executive in your organization, a senior leader in your organization. Sometimes it could represent your boss, but I'm getting at someone much higher than that in the food chain. He's very wise. He's also very well traveled. They're pointing this globe out. He's very well traveled. So maybe you're in an organization and he's an executive and you are an international company. Maybe he's your CEO, your COO, but he's very well traveled. But you are going to be receiving good news in the beginning of January because of his wisdom, because also of his influence, his ability to make those decisions. Because you see here, this judge has a small stack of books right there. And so the judge would be explaining things. Here's the decision, here's the ruling, here's the next steps, here's how things are going to work out. But he is sharing the decision that has been made by this guy. This guy has all these books. this guy has the decision-making power. So many of you Scorpios, you're not going to know who it was that actually made the decision in your favor. He's behind closed doors. He's behind the scenes. However, he has extreme power. He has made the decision in your favor. You will be finding that out in the beginning of January. But they're saying trust and know that you do have help. It hasn't seemed like it, but you do. And you are going to get this good news in the beginning of January. It's going to be what starts to turn things completely around. Now, for the second half of January, you have the card Strength. Thankfully, Scorpios, you are very strong. It is a major arcana. It's number 11. At the bottom, it says, the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. See how she's looking kind of skittish. It's as though you're fearful. Allie, Miss Allie, come here. You're fearful someone's going to try and do harm to you again. But I get a sense it's almost like the fight's not over. Because although things are coming to an end, they're culminating, they are ending in your favor. You do have help. You do have backup. They're saying for most of you, it is going to come crashing down and ending in the month of January. It's just not going to end in the very beginning when this information comes in. So continue to remain in your strength, because it's almost like there's going to be, it's not even like it's a hurdle, but we'll call it another frustration, another challenge, something, almost like something else you're going to have to mediate. Because see, she's looking skittish and she's looking off the side like, oh gosh, what are they doing now? What now? Really, what now? After everything, what in the world now? But they're saying it will conclude quickly. She's got this fierce lion on her side. You have help. You don't know it. Because again, just like with this, where the decision, things are being made, you don't know who made the decision. You don't know how it came about. When this other... It's not even almost as though it's a hurdle where you're going to have to do work, but it is something that's going to come up. It is something where you're going to be wronged again, or someone's going to attempt to wrong you again. Stay strong. Continue to stand up for yourself. They are saying stand up for yourself. You've already had to stand up for yourself, but it's almost like this thing's going to come up and you're going to be like, really? Again? Stand firm in your fortitude. Continue to stand up for yourself. You are going to be, for a number of you, this is going to be a point where you're going to be like at the brink of totally losing your patience. Like, I have had it. Enough is enough. No more. And they're saying for a number of you, that's going to be the thing that's finally where you're okay. Let this tower fall down. I'm done. And that's actually positive. Because you have had to maintain your patience and strength throughout this entire situation that's coming to a completion. Let's see what else. Of course. Okay, so there is another, we'll say, bump in the road. You have this card, unexpected income. So in fact, that is about, bonus, an award, some type of recognition, a promotion. Typically it's some financial recognition. So it can be a bonus, it can be a promotion, a pay increase, but something that you weren't expecting that's coming in. You see how You know, you have this wealthy businessman. He's got his nice cuffs on. He's handed in this person who's got this tattered sleeve. They have just been they have gone through the ringer. They need help. You need help. Someone's coming in to give you help. They're coming in unexpectedly to help you. And to help you in a way that's going to financially help you. However, you have this dirtbag. You have this thief right here. So there's this person who's trying to stop you from receiving this help, from receiving this financial, monetary settlement, money, income bonus, or the award, the recognition, the assistance that you need. Like for a number of you, it's some financial bonus, benefit, settlement, recognition coming your way. And this thief is trying to keep it from happening. And it's almost like the thief has been in cahoots with someone, because you see how she's standing here smiling and looking, and his coat is kind of close, so she really can't see what's happening on the other side. But he's got his hand in his pocket, so he's got his coat drawn back while the pickpocket comes up there and just goes ahead and nabs his stuff. So for some of you, it's like this team of people who have been trying to keep you from receiving this monetary award. Pay. But don't worry, Scorpios, they're not going to be able to stop it. You have this official person, and he looks pretty formidable. He's got a sword. He is going to stop someone. This could be a military officer. He's got all these awards. This is, it can represent someone that's in uniform. If not military, it could be a police, fireman, somebody in uniform. For a large number of you, it also just represents hierarchy. Official person, they're all about pomp and circumstance, doing things the correct way. They're all about ceremony. And this person, he is not going to put up with anything at all. This person is high in the hierarchy. See, this person's many accolades, many awards, very high on the hierarchy. And this person is going to stop this other person or these people from taking what is yours. This card also, the official person also signifies that, this will happen whether they like it or not. Like it or not, this is going to happen, period. So it's like this unexpected income that's coming in your way, or unexpected award that's coming, recognition that's coming your way. Someone has been trying, or a couple people, because again, they look like they're in cahoots, have been trying to stop it. Or since this is the second half of January, you'll be having this come in January. They're going to try to stop it, but this person's going to say, oh no, no you don't. This is going to happen. No more. Enough's enough. Stop. Because you see, they're saying he's on a short leash. You see, this almost looks like a leash. So the people who are helping you, because again, you have this person helping you, you have this other person, you have people that are so high in the food chain. So again, if this is, something with a company that you're in, your organization. Because you know how earlier when I was saying that, sometimes this person could be your boss, but they were telling me it's not your boss. So maybe this is your boss who's the corrupt dirtbag, who's trying to do harm to you. But meanwhile, you've got your senior executives who are like, no, you're done. You are done. So your boss is the one that's on the short leash, and he's got, the people directly under him, helping enable and making these things happen, but they're being stopped. So, Scorpios, you are to maintain your strength the second half of January, because there is the beginning half, there is going to be this decision that's made in your favor. It does have to do with money and finances. So for some of you, very well, it could be that, okay, the decision's made, money's coming in, you're expecting the money to come in, and it's like, where's the money? Where's the money? And it's like delayed. And the reason it's delayed is because this shady, corrupt person who's been causing you headaches the whole time, or people have been causing headaches, are trying to stop it. But rest assured, it is going to happen. This is guaranteed. It will be happening. And there is something about the person on the short leash. It's not going to work out in their favor. Maintain your integrity. Continue to do the right thing. At the bottom of the deck, there's this card, Courthouse. They're saying that there are negotiations that are going on behind the scenes in your favor. So stay strong. Even though it's going to appear that things are not coming about as you anticipated, as you were told. And for some of you also, as you've been told intuitively, even though it appears, continue to have faith. Have patience, even though you feel like you're about to lose it. But you don't have to fight with it anymore, Scorpios. You don't have to fight it anymore. You don't have to deal with it anymore. There are people on your side. Not just the angels, not just God, Jesus, and the angels. They've been on your side the whole time. Because again, for many of you, the stuff that you've been doing is helping many hundreds, thousands. It's been helping so many other people. You've got a team on your side. You got a divine team on your side. This person, this corrupt dirtbag, doesn't know what they're up against. They're up against an entire team of angels. They will not win. But now the lovely thing is the angels, God and the angels have brought this whole team of senior leaders, representatives, could-be judges. They brought this team in that's stopping it now, turning things around in your favor. Things are going to turn around. They are going to be beautiful. You are going to reap the rewards. You are going to receive the things that you should be receiving. You do not have to fight anymore. Let them fight it for you. And that brings us to these cards recommendations. So as far as what the angels are recommending that you do to keep your sanity, Scorpios, we have, it's starting to get dark. I'm going to move these down a little bit. Okay. As far as what the angels are recommending, you have grounding at the bottom. It says, go deep, explore your roots. This card's about, taking the time to remember what is really important to you and letting go of everything else. You've been going through a very stressful situation. It is time for you to let that stress go. You've been going at a breakneck pace, frantically trying to get this done and this done and that done and that done. I got to call this person. I need to do this. I got to call the attorney. This is about letting that go. Let that pace go. They're saying also let the fight go. You don't have to fight this anymore. You have help. You have help now. They keep saying you now have help on both sides. In the past, you just had the help of God, Jesus, and all your angels. And you had and you still have a very powerful divine team helping. But now you have a very powerful physical team helping you too. So let them fight it. You don't have to fight it anymore. Let go of the fight. They're also encouraging you to let go of the worry and the stress. You see how she's just sitting here and she's relaxed. She's leaning back. She's reading a book. She's just, she's calm. There's also this bird up above her. They're saying take the time to just relax and hear your divine messages. They're saying that you've already notified the right people. You have the right people involved to help. You no longer, because birds are all about communication, you're no longer having to communicate. You're no longer having to fight. You're no longer having to do that. That's funny. See how her feet are on this rug? They're saying prepare to take your magic carpet ride. One of the other cards that was funny that they had me pull out of the deck was miracles. And this was on the bottom of the one deck. And it says, expect the wondrous to emerge. So things are about to turn out in your favor. You do have the tower coming down. This was the bottom of the fairy tarot deck. At the bottom it says, let go belief systems that no longer work for you. Life-changing event. We're just going to that because, and it does say a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So you do have this ending, this culmination. You do have things financially turning out in your favor. This chapter is going to come crashing down and closing. While it's doing that, you don't have to stress anymore. You also have this card, it's time to leave this unhealthy situation, and at the bottom there is a prayer. It says, Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely right now? Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. Many of you have felt imprisoned in this situation. You have felt stuck. You have felt hopeless. You are now going to be breaking free from that. I'm hearing that song. I think it's by Faith Hill. I'm free. I'm breaking free of this prison. His arms are outstretched. You are breaking free. Allow yourself to break free. This has been a very toxic situation for many of you for years. It's been very stressful for you. They keep saying, really release the fight, let go of the fight. You don't have to fight it anymore. You actually have a team of people now helping you fight this, and they're going to take care of it in your favor because you have done the right thing. You knew things were being done wrong to you. You knew that. You were aware of that. Other people are aware of that now, and they are going to fix it. So you can let it go. They're saying you can walk away. Walk away unapologetically. Because for some of you, that person that's on the short leash, maybe there were some details that you shared of some things that were going on, and that's not going to work out in that person's favor. But that person was doing things that were wrong to you and doing things wrong to others. So when you shared that, maybe again, like they were saying in the very beginning, maybe some of you were whistleblowers. And maybe these top executives, you shared with them some corrupt, illegal activities and things that were going on. And maybe that's what's made it even more of a toxic situation for you. But you don't have to hold on to that anymore. You don't have to fight that anymore. The right people have the information. They're good people. They're fixing the situation. They're fixing things for you. You can walk away unapologetically, regardless of what happens to that person or those people who may have now had their wrongdoing shared by you. But again, you're the leader of the pack. You were doing those things to right everything for everyone else. You have come to this leader of the pack, this culmination. But now, Scorpios, it's time for you to just let it go. Walk away unapologetically. You have done the right thing. You have stood your ground. You have people helping you. They are bringing this now finally to a close. Now's the time that you get to relax. They're encouraging you this month to just relax, breathe, take a breather. Get outside, read a book, let it go. Let it go and walk up out of there like a boss. Just let the stress go. It's over. They're saying it is over, Scorpios. It's done. Now you get that. Okay, so go ahead, Scorpios. Think of a question. If there is a question that you still have, something that we did not cover during the reading, go ahead and think of a question. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull you an angel answer card. We're going to move some of these real quick. You got your question? Outstanding. Move these. Okay. So let's go ahead. Actually, I'm going to pull you a second one. Some other sign had that. Libras, actually, maybe right before you. Okay. So your first card, and typically you guys only get one, you have meditation brings answers. So you get a bonus one. But during this whole situation, again, Scorpios, I mean, you're highly intuitive. I mean, Scorpios are like the psychic detectives of the zodiac. I mean, a lot of psychics and intuitives that I know are Scorpios because that's just what you do. You do it real well, too. Come on, baby girl. Okay. So meditation brings answers. I'm going to read the book for you because you may find some messages in what it says. Trying to come up with an intellectual answer to your concerns hasn't been successful. That's because the solutions you seek can only be found by going within, through meditation or inner spiritual work. You may also gather insights from your nighttime dreams as your subconscious creates solutions for you that are not available to your waking mind. Then you also have recovery. Because again, Scorpios, I put it back in there. That's what you're doing. This month, take the time to recover. I mean, when she's sitting there up against that tree reading a book, relaxing, it's recovering. It's time for you to recover from this situation. Some of you, it has affected your health because of the stress, because of what you've endured. Take the time to focus on you now. Focus on your health. Focus on recovering. Focus on healing. recovery. This is a period of recovery and healing for you. The challenging emotions that you've been dealing with will fade away with time. Although it may be difficult to see now, there is a joyful future awaiting you. But for now, take all the time you need to regain your strength. This card can also mean that your recovery is nearly finished or already complete. Send words of gratitude to heaven and begin planning for the next exciting phase of your life. So, good things are coming, Scorpios. You've made it. Again, pat yourselves on the back. Read a good book. And have an amazing January. Happy New Year. I wish you a lot of love, joy, and blessings.